As President George Bush prepares to leave Washington after 8 years in office, a new poll shows 79% of Americans say they're not sorry to see him go. Many historians have reached similar conclusions.
I have to admit I ranked him at the very bottom, one of the worst presidents in American history.
A survey of 109 professional historians earlier this year by the History News Network found 98% consider Bush's presidency a failure. 61% believe his presidency is the worst ever. Prize-winning historian Eric Foner is one of them.
He lived in a little hermetically sealed world of yes men around him. He's been unwilling to rethink any of his ideas or policies, which I think is the hallmark of a great president, whether it's Lincoln, FDR, or others, people willing to grow and change with the times.
Historians say Bush will join a select group of failed presidents. James Buchanan dithered as the southern states seceded from the Union in the final months of his presidency, precipitating the Civil War, the bloodiest conflict in American history. Herbert Hoover watched the country plunge into the Great Depression and stubbornly stuck to failed economic policies. Richard Nixon lied about the Watergate break-in.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
And resigned in disgrace. But historians say Bush is unique in the scope and variety of disasters that have occurred on his watch.
What's so special, practically unique in the case of President Bush, is that he turned out to be ruinous from the point of view of the economy, but also ruinous from the point of view of foreign affairs. In almost every important aspect of the presidency, he has been a disaster.
He kind of combines all the elements of badness of previous presidents. You know, sending people to die for illegitimate reasons is about the worst thing a president can do. But obviously the economy has now suffered serious setbacks under Bush, and of course even, the basic thing of just protecting the livelihood of citizens failed abysmally in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, I think President Bush's administration has been a series of real failures on one front or another.
I, George Walker Bush.
Some scholars caution against snap judgments. A balanced assessment, after all, requires time and context.
It's perilous to rank presidents instantly. Reputations change. Harry Truman went out of office in disgrace. Today we regard him as a near great president.
Bush himself says he doesn't think very much about how he will be remembered, telling one interviewer, "History, we don't know, we'll all be dead." Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Washington.